And young Thornton has been given another stiff task.
Morrell high towards half forward. Coming out, Petrie dropped the mark he should have taken. Free kick meantime, Kangaroos way. And coming back to David King. As we watch it again, and there's being held by Murphy. So David King, who had a pretty good game against the Dockers last week, 19 possessions, kicked the goal. Of course, two-time All-Australian from 50 metres, thumping kick. The goal player doesn't move. The Kangaroos on the board at Telstra Dome.
Defensive 50, and something that Dennis Pagan has no doubt addressed the players throughout the week.
Petrie again, Kurtafidis. Oh, he gives it straight up to Harvey, who runs in from 15 metres and kicks another one for the Kangaroos.
Fine little player. Disposal not so good. Camporelli in the way. Carlton just starting to impose themselves. Lappin, mighty attempt. Very brave attempt. Fierce stuff here. White featuring again. Murphy's got it. Dangerous from there. He has just squeezed it home for Carlton's first. A lot of errors in there. Simpson again. Huge possession earner for the Kangaroos week in, week out. Nothing on the end of that. But you never know. Harvey. Now King again.
Free kick.
A free kick to Harvey. 5-16, the Kangaroos' way. I know Dennis Pagan plays an economical low disposal game, but Carlton's count well down. Harvey for his second. Puts the Kangaroos 11 points up.
Puts it fullback. Decides to kick long. Colbert has to sit and wait. Couldn't complete the mark. At ground level, it's all Carlton. Well done by Harvey, but he gives it straight up to Hume. 50 from goal. Blues players inside attacking 50 for the Blues. Favola has got it. You've got loose players inside, you're attacking 50. Certainly costly. Brendan Favola. From 55. It's a thumping drop punt, it's close. Has he squeezed it through? He has! Goal to Carlton.
Long into Carlton's half-forward line. Lappin, forward of the centre. We haven't seen him there often this year. Baird and Rawlings get the Kangaroos out of trouble. And now they can rebound and try and turn it into something. Archer sitting it up. Neatly done by Harvey against McKay. King, you never know what he'll do. That was perfect.
McKay was forced to leave his man to go and tackle Harvey because Camporelli was falling behind Harvey, so it left his man exposed.
Been kicking straight this year, and this one wavered, but it did enough. And the Kangaroos go further ahead.
Great piece of play. The Kangaroos defence there in their forward 50. Some great tackling by King.
Long to half forward. Kangaroos have the numbers. Kurtafidis, read it best. Hume, little kick inside attacking. 50 for Vola. He's putting it in the Blues. Brendan Favola has 1-1. Drop putt is close. He squeezed it home. Carlton edge closer.
Kangaroos out of trouble. Daniel Motlop. Good kick, well weighted for a long lead from King. Or rather Harding. McKay for Carlton. And Favola within his range. Thumping kick. The Blues are in front for the first time tonight.
Red boots. We've seen plenty of white. Motlop thumping kick to half forward. Oh, Morrell at the back almost. Couldn't hold on. In fact, it was Petrie. Chance for Grant. He's 30 metres from goal. He doesn't miss these. And he has it this time. Kangaroos back in front. David King, who's played pretty much exclusively up forward this evening. Done some good things, but hasn't had a lot of it. Kick towards half forward. Stevens has made position, drifting down from half forward. Now that could be 50. That could be 50 metres. Against weight, 50 metres, and again another costly mistake by Carlton. and weight just burying the shoulder into the back of Anthony Stevens. There wasn't any sense in that at all. And a free kick, a free goal almost for the Kangaroos against the run of play, and then McKay just getting over. Corey Jones also getting involved. Well, maybe it did make some sense because Stevens is slow to recover.
Well, there's a fine line, isn't there, on how far you actually do go. Coaches will tell you that you make your opposition earn every kick, and on this occasion,
no eyes for the football at all. Stevens kicks a goal for the Kangaroos.
Put Sinclair under the hammer, and the Blues win the ball. Hickmott, that's a beautiful delivery.
Well, that should be 50 metres.
That'll be 50, and Livingston has just come back after being taken off early. Playing at the unfamiliar end of the ground, can have a shot and should kick it.
And he should kick this. He needs, well, just watch this on replay. This is the pressure the Carlton players put on their opposition here, and they cop the ball up. Well, we see Colbert there just getting to the back of Livingston. Maybe a little bit unlucky there, Colbert, but Luke Livingston needs to kick this one for his side and his own confidence.
Are you his kicking coach too, Sauce? I'm sure you'll claim him because he kicks the goal.
Hume in trouble. Kept his head. Well played. Murphy. Now Lappin. Looking at a very open forward line. In fact, so open there's no one there for Carlton. But he finds somehow Favola in amongst four Kangaroos. He really looks as though he wants to play football. He's got a lot of talent. There's no question about that. Chance here from 50 metres to put the Blues in front. He's a thumping kick. Comes in. Has it got the carry? It has. Carlton back in front. So finally, Carlton get rewarded some great effort, and they're jubilant. They all go to Brendan Favola.
He's throwing it. And he was able to get rid of the tackler. Now Carlton. Rebound. French to Prendergast. And again, Favola has space in which to work. Oh, nearly. Yes, there's a push. Watt's not happy, but it looked to be there. And Favola, who has the kicking boots on now, can line up for his fifth.
Well, as a defender, I think he can consider himself a little unlucky there, Watt. It happens often in a game. Sometimes they pick it up, sometimes they don't.
Never picked it up when you were playing.
I'd like to argue that point.
Favola might give you time as he goes through the routine. Chance for Carlton to extend the lead here. He's kicked 4-1. And when he's hot, he's normally pretty hot. Kicking from 30. No mistake. Carlton by 8.
Shot in the early part of the quarter from the Kangaroos. McCormick has made a difference. Now Murphy. Here they go again. Favola wants it kicked long. Kick towards half forward. Almost to mark it back to play by Fisher. And Brad Fisher has kicked 4 goals in his debut season from directly in front. That's what confronts him. The kick is perfect. Carlton further in front. Saying with renewed confidence. 3 bounces. Now he squares it up late. Runners everywhere. French has made a difference. Just hoisted high towards the goal square. McKernan. Can we take the mark? Free kick. Players the corner of the ball. Kick 6.
See Brad Fisher for the rest of the game. He came off limping before. The physios have been with him checking his right knee. He seems to be in a bit of pain, and now he's gone to sit at the back of the bench.
Spectacular mark taken by Simpson. Sets Baird away. Now Daniel Motlop. Mr. Mark he should have taken. Well played by Hale. Clayton. Clever little kick around the body. Mark taken by Harvey. And that should be 50 metres. It is. Against Simon Wiggins. The player clearly took the mark. And you can't tackle and bury a player once they've taken the mark.
Spot on there, Chriso, but young Wiggins a little bit frustrated here.
Takes the mark and Wiggins buries him, and that is 50 metres. So Brent Harvey who's kicked a couple of goals, will bring the margin back to 14 points. The Kangaroos need one. He pops it through. Margin back to 14 points in favour of the Blues. Taking effort from Murphy on the mark. Petrie pumps it long. Harvey almost. Carlton or the ball. Camporelli wasn't quite aware of the forthcoming Kangaroos player. Shannon Motlop, a dumping kick goalward. It bounces. Yes. Harvey to Daniel Motlop. And that is an incredible goal. The kick from Shannon Motlop bounced up on its end, and Harvey, running hard as he's done all night, got there and was able to somehow thread a handball through to Daniel Motlop, who was waiting eagerly on the goal line. And the Kangaroos with the last 2 goals, and the margin all of a sudden back to 8 points.
And resulted in a tackle by a North Melbourne player, the pressure that was put on. But that'll do this. That is smart play. Knew that if he took the possession of the ball that he'd run through the points, but he knocked it back.
Kangaroos ball. Flow of the game with them at the moment. In fact, it's not the ruckman that have provided the free kick. It's Jones, and Shannon Motlop again is dangerous. He is a lovely long left foot kick. Petrie is there. Now, is it a mark or a free? The mark is
there. Hasn't played much in defence. Wait for this kick.
Motlop second, and the margin is 2 points. Teams, Harvey half distance to Grant. Petrie hasn't been able to mark the football tonight. Has taken scarcely a mark.
We see Mark Porter there. He is the man dropping into the Carlton forward 50. And the free kick downfield against Glenn Archer on Adrian Hickmott. They've been wrestling for about the last 5 or 10 minutes, and this time the umpire has awarded a free kick to Adrian Hickmott.
Well,
how often the guy that the retaliator gets a free kick against them.
And a battle scar on Adrian Hickmott's neck. Take more than that to worry him. And he kicks the steadying goal for the Blues, who lead by 9 points.
Ball at half forward for the Blues. Look numbers. Wait, good handball. Hume, can he use it on the lead? Brilliantly kicked to Houlihan. Crouched down, willing and hoping that it was going to hit Houlihan on the chest. He didn't need to worry. And Ryan Houlihan, chance from about 40 metres. That's what confronts him. Oh, the kick is perfect. Carlton further in front. They lead by 14 points.
For the Kangaroos.
Houlihan was just waiting at the top of the goal square. Didn't get to him. Shannon Motlop. Whitnell knocked it the wrong way. Chance now for the Kangaroos. At half forward, Harding. He's been quiet. McKay's killed him all night, but from 35, he kicks a goal. Margin 8 points.
Kangaroo if they do. Houlihan dangerous. White had it spent, and Watt knocked it away. Surrounded they. Hickmott to McCormick. Carlton still with a chance. Favola for number 7. This could be his biggest night since the last millennium.
Oh, what a terrific goal. There are some blokes that can kick a football, and Brendan Favola, well, he's one of them. We saw a terrific effort by Watt, but quick hands. Favola didn't have to think. He couldn't look at the goals, but that's just football now, to know where the goals are. Put the ball onto his boot, and what a fantastic snap.
Okay, almost out on the wing. So a comfortable clearance for the Blues. Lappin giving him an offer in the middle, and that's where he goes. And he's been a good player down the back again, Lappin. Here's McKernan having to go the spoil in the end. Houlihan, ever dangerous inside the 50. Here's a lovely kick at goal, and that's a bumper. The Blues by 18 points. Houlihan's second goal, both in the second half, and he really in the old language of the game, knows where the sticks are.
Well, he does. He's had a fairly quiet game, Houlihan. We just saw the contest that McKernan provided there, but this is what he's so good at. He's kicking for goal, and he can kick him from anywhere. And on this occasion, he kicks it on his right foot and doesn't let the Blues down.
Well, he rose to the occasion in Carlton's only win of the season against the Bombers. He comes in, Stevens, just worked tirelessly tonight, the captain. Great chase from him, couldn't quite. Stevens was able to arch the back, kick towards half forward. Baird who's run from fullback. Johnny Baird from 50, a dumping kick. It's home. So Baird has kicked the goal and has given the Kangaroos against the run of play some hope. His first goal of the year. And the margin is cut to 13 points.
And the carrying of the ball by Anthony Stevens there really did give Baird the option, who ran down the ground from full back, and more importantly, kicking this goal for the Kangaroos.
That is a probing kick. Watt. Hickmott. Spawn. Now McCormick. Favola loose. He's dangerous. Touched. It might stay in for McKernan. Bang! He would enjoy that.
We're pretty happy. 19 points the margin. And at the moment, certainly, they're answering every challenge. French has been fantastic. Taken this time by Shannon Graham from 55. A low raking drop punt is a goal. Kangaroos not lying down. What a response from Shannon Graham from outside 50. And the margin, just when Carlton get a bit of breathing space, the Kangaroos hit back.
Well, it was a great reply, wasn't it? They get the ball out of the middle here, and more importantly, they had the centre half ball cleared away so Grant could continue to run the ball, and he put this goal through to put the Kangaroos back in the ball game.
Physical exchange in the ruck between Porter and French. Well done, Murphy. Just couldn't quite take the free with him. Prendergast. And Carlton with a 2-on-1 here. Hickmott and McCormick. Archer into his back. No doubt about that. And it hasn't been the best of nights for Glenn Archer playing his first game of the year. Just hasn't had his normal feel. Who's he barracking for?
I'm not too sure, but you did mention Glenn Archer there, Tim. Always difficult to come back and play at the intensity this game has been played at tonight. Of course, Glenn Archer missing the first 4 games of this season, and he's come up against a player that has been in form in Adrian Hickmott,
who had the wobbles in front of goal early, but kicked one in the third quarter. This to make it really tough for the Roos. From 50, that's a good kick. Again, the Blues extend the lead.
Absolutely outstanding tonight, Andrew McKay. McKenna playing on. Just put Stilton under the pump a bit. Well, they need to be good here, the Blues. McKay goes into assist, but it's all Kangaroos. Grant, handball, Jones, goal. And they're the sort of errors that Carlton.
Camporelli the dab, McKay the shepherd, and then the long clearance. Plenty of Kangaroos there, they all flew. Well done, Porter. Brown, Stevens having a big last quarter to the hot spot. Harding with an open goal in front of him. The Kangaroos are within a kick. Lee Harding's third goal, and the margin is just 4 points.
and if you take it back to the Camberelli kick out, he kicked the ball to a 3-on-1 contest. McKernan was all by himself. Porter fought hard for the ball. The Kangaroos were able to get the ball in long and high, and who was able to back this man? The opportunist, Harding, was able to get away from McKay and kick this goal.
Well, Harding's now kicked 3 goals, just 6 disposals.
Demand that if you get rid of it straight away, if you hadn't really been caught in possession, that it's play on. Hume into the 50 for the Blues. Camporelli giving it up to Brown, who gives it up to Houlihan, the assassin. And Carlton have breathing space.
You're right, Steve. He just managed to put it down, but it doesn't matter. Goal to Carlton. French, who's been fantastic in the ruck. Prendergast knocks it forward. Peter Feedy, now a chance for Murphy. Just scrambles the kick inside, attacking 50 for Vola. Hume out wide. Hickmott gets it from Davies. Snap from 30 metres. He's kicked it. Carlton now lead by 16 points, 24 minutes in final term, and you would think, Stephen Silvani, that the Blues will register their second win of the season.
Well, 2 late goals, and Adrian Hickmott has just come onto the ground. Clever move by Dennis Pagan. He took Livingston off the ground. Hickmott, he got in the right position. Quick handball by Davies, and that is a goal that just might have sealed the game.
2 goals to Adrian Hickmott. In fact, he's kicked 3. So what a contribution. Good enough. They need a quick goal. It's an understatement. Murphy's been fantastic to Houlihan. Colbert stood his ground. Now a chance for the Blues. Camporelli, 1 step from 50. Favola couldn't hold on behind. Free kick completed for Favola for a push. Now he will be on the impossible angle because it was right beside the behind post. But Brendan Favola is kicked 7 goals, 1. And dare I say it, is capable of anything. As we watch it again, gee, there was something over the shoulder, but we've seen worse than that tonight. Not paid. Brendan Favola just taking his time. Kicked 7 goals. Remarkable performance. What's he going to do? Check side off a step. He brings it back. Oh, go Tommy! He's kicked it. The Blues are home. They trust the dome.
A wily customer and a pretty wily kick to make peace. Just can't get around Whitnell. Good kick. Morrell hasn't been able to snare one. Harding had it crossed the line. No, it's a goal. Harding gets his 4th, and the Kangaroos just stay afloat.
And I'll tell you, going back to the back pocket, Jared Waite was going at half pace and allowed King to take possession. I think Jared Waite thought it was going over the boundary line, and he didn't go that hard. And that was an opportunity that the Kangaroos were able to seize upon.
Can run. One of the survivors of the 99 grand final win against Carlton. Looks as though the result will go the other way tonight. That's a good delivery, and Morrell takes a rare mark. Now make peace. Good tackle, but a good shrug, and a very good kick. The Kangaroos haven't gone yet. Make peace, absolutely surrounded. Kangaroos battle on. Watt, long ball. They've got to do everything right here. McKay, Thornton and McCormick. The Blues load up. They have loose men everywhere. They have it.